Thank you so much. Let's keep it going for the host, Taylor. So listen, if anybody of you have this on your bucket list, I'll come through for you. Anybody trying to do blow with an undiscovered volunteer comedian? Is that on your bingo card? No? I would have taken one for the team. Oh, we'll keep trying. So anybody familiar with Instacart?
Yeah.
So as a side hustle, in my spare time, sometimes I deliver groceries for Instacart. And sometimes there's weird orders. But as a salesperson, I pride myself on being able to read between the lines and see what the customer, or the client, if you will, really needs. So I got an order one time, comes through. So it starts out normal, industrial grade cleaners, gauze, bleach, sutures. And then it gets weird because the last two things on the list were a pregnancy test and a plunger. And I'm like I know a plunger's not gonna work. I know the logic is there, but in practicality it just doesn't work. So I stopped by my house on the way home because I want a 5-star review and maybe a tip. So I get home, I go in, I grab what they really need that they don't sell anymore. Is a fucking wire hanger. So I have what they really need. I untwist it and everything. I throw it in the car. I head to the delivery spot. I'm on cloud 9 because I know they're gonna fucking love me because I'm literally saving. I guess saving a life is not the right term, but so anyways, I twisted it up. I go to drop off the groceries. A lot of times you just leave it at the door and you take a picture and then you leave. But I wanted the reaction on this one because I've nailed it. Ring the doorbell. Guy opens up the door. He's really frustrated, sweaty. He's nervous. I hand him the groceries that he ordered, or the supplies. I hand him the plunger. And then with my hand around the back, I hand him the untwisted wire hanger. And he looks at me and he's like, fuck, they don't even sell those anymore. He was so happy. And in that moment, I was happy as well because I know I've got a satisfied customer. He's probably going to tip well. So I go to turn around and walk away. He's like, man, this is the big ask. I've never done this before. Would you lend me a hand? And I'm like, I got one question, and one question only. The only thing that matters, is she hot? Anyways, he said she was, he lied. But I've committed to the gig at this point. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this for you. So I go in, she pops the hood, I unlock the door, and I'm getting ready to leave, and before I go to leave, we actually keep in touch. They named this fetus after me. Yeah, they did. I'm just wondering if it qualifies me for a teardrop tattoo. I don't know. Kind of a gray area. You know what I mean? That might have got a little bit dark. Let's lighten that up a little bit. So I got these braces a while back, and it's kind of annoying. But a big part of having braces, I was told, is that you need to get a water flosser or a water pick. And if you guys are familiar, it's just something it essentially shoots a jet of water into your mouth, and it helps keep shit out of your braces. So I got this thing. It sits on my counter in my bathroom, right beside the toilet. One day, not too long ago, I had a case of mud butt. I don't know if you guys know what mud butt is, but essentially you're all done doing your business, and it's just brown, 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 red. Oh shit, it's red. So anyways, I'm not a mathematologist, but it didn't take me long to put 2 and 2 together. I looked over, I saw my water flosser, I'm like, I own a fucking mobile bidet. I looked and I was like, as soon as I reached over and grabbed it, I knew my life was changed forever. So anyways, I go, it's like, and I mean, it felt better than it should, but, and the name of this thing is actually called My Smile, is the name of the manufacturer. And let me tell you, when used properly, that's fairly fucking accurate, I'll tell you. I mean, I would get a proper bidet, but I think the studies are out there that prolonged use of a real bidet, 100% of the time turns you homosexual. And it's not that it to each their own, but my mom's been so proud of me my entire life, and I can't take that from her at her age. No. But, I mean, I might be halfway there anyway. It's fine. I'm like a mobile sexual because of my mobile bidet. You know? Anyways, people do weird things, man. Oh, people say weird shit. I don't know if you guys heard, but the phrase in itself, 2 + 2 = 4, is now white supremacy. And if you don't believe me, you can Google it, but there's a theory out there that saying 2 + 2 = 4 makes you a racist. And I don't know if I can get behind that, whether it's true or not, but you can't say 2 + 2 = 4. The ideology is that since there's no objective reality, that 2 + 2 might equal 5. Can't make that up. Anyways, people do weird shit in the bedroom. I know that. Not me. I'm fairly vanilla. I'll meet you at the missionary finish line. You know what I mean? I'm not getting any younger, but people do really weird things. So this is a scenario. I was in Manhattan. I was in New York for work. Had to get from uptown to Manhattan, and I've heard that the transit situation is quite complicated. I wanted to know if I needed to transfer, so I Googled it. I Googled 2 words: Manhattan transfer. And I ended up in a really strange place, a wormhole, if you will. And a Manhattan transfer is actually a sex move. And I'm going to break it down for you the best I can without being too graphic. People might be eating, but... So a Manhattan transfer requires 2 people and a tube or a pipe of some kind. And person A takes this tube or pipe and they shove it in their rectum, presumably fairly far. Person 2 follows suit, and they stick it in theirs, and then person A then proceeds to defecate inside of another human being. This is a thing people do. Now I'm scrolling, and I'm like, I'm trying to find something playful and light that I might actually be able to do in real life, because I'm nowhere near aggressive enough to take a shit into somebody. So anyways, I keep scrolling and I find something a little more playful. And it's called a snowflake, which is ideal for me because my birthday is actually Christmas Eve. So this one's called the snowflake, and I'm like, I can get away with that. There's no shit involved. So the snowflake is like, you do your thing, you make your love, you do whatever. The key to the snowflake is that you don't towel down after. You air dry. That's key, that's critical. The air dry is critical to the snowflake. And what makes the snowflake is after you've air dried and your mate or your partner has gone to sleep, you stand over their head a little bit and you go, and it just goes, it's like a little snow globe. Anyways, she'll never know. Anyways, I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer, because if I do, it's going to get dark again, and I like to end it on a more playful note than abortion and miscarriage, or would have got religious. I don't know. Who knows what would have happened? I didn't prepare anything at all. But thank you so much for paying attention. Thanks for the host. You got a bunch of other great comedians. Have a great night. Give us lots of money. We need it.